how fast our speed is, I might be able to make this one. This number one. Oh, might be. Wow.
I remember you did this last time.
That's a big number. That's a really big number. I don't feel like that's right. There's no way that's right.
Oh!
Let's just go into the next test. All right, let's
Download 84.
That's a lot. Numbers up to 5. That's a nice number.
Yeah. It's 84%. There's Chase. Wait, what? I know, but like, why did it go away? That one's still. Yours is wrong. Said it wrong. It's 90%. That's 740.
All right, I'm ready to go when you are.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Say I'm ready to. Oh, am I on? All right, cool. All right, so we got about a minute left in warm-ups. Right now, the Panthers out there serving it about. Looking pretty solid here. We're going to play junior varsity first, varsity secondary. So we're going to have the best of 3 series first, and then the best of 5, and we'll save the best for last. Yeah. Right now, it looks like the JV roster for the Mount Carmel Cougars is limited to 6 players, which may or may not hinder them. But whenever there's only a 6-man roster out there on the court, odds of high chemistry are high. Yeah, the Panthers looking pretty good. They're going to go the usual 2-team route. Game 1 is 1 team. We have enough players for 2 teams, so second game is a secondary team. And then the third game is kind of like a hybrid of the first 2 strings, if that comes to that. So we're going to get game 1 underway here shortly when both teams are ready to rock and roll. I'm Gabriel Eisler up here, the man with the camera and the play-by-play commentator, and everything else is done by Simeon Toth here behind me. Yeah.
What up?
Oh, Tyler, the new warm-up track's really good. I heard a few different tracks. Great way to spice it up. I really liked it. But hopefully I don't start the whole game like that. Jeez. Switch. But the buzzer has sound. All the teams are going to their respected benches.
All right, welcome to the Slippery Rock Baptist Church Gymnasium for a match between the Mount Carmel Cougars and the Slippery Rock Panthers today. This is just the JV match. All of them. So if you'll join me in singing, we'll have a word of prayer. We'll get the match started this afternoon. Lord, we thank you for the day that you've given us. Thank you for a beautiful day outside. Thank you for all that sunshine you blessed us with today. Lord, even though a little bit cooler, we still get to look at your creation and enjoy it. Thank you for all these young ladies that are playing tonight. Pray for keep them safe. Pray for good coach and also the referee. Lord, I just pray that the attitude would be well pleasing to you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Do we play the anthem? We play the anthem. I think. Maybe. I'm not sure. Are we going to play the anthem? Are we playing the anthem? I think we're just going to play. All right. No anthem. Anthem's for the varsity setup. What's up, Jake? And so, as we have the line judges, on the right side is Cami Coleman, one of the varsity players, and on the left side, another varsity player, Cassandra Eisler. We have our usual referee, as always, Referee Lou, one of the favorites here in Slippery Rock, and yeah, we're going to see what goes on. She always calls a fair game, and so instead of shaking hands, each team will line up on the 10-foot line and just kind of like wave awkwardly at each other like they're in middle school. Because most of these players are, now that I think about it. But yeah, Mount Carmel, the visiting team, will be starting us off with the service. Eliana, number 45 in the green, holding the ball oh so carefully. And yeah, Referee Lou just making sure everyone's in their spot before we get rocking and rolling. If I had enough time to give out the starting lineups, I would have. It didn't cross my mind until now, so that's a little unfortunate for all of us. But we're going to get rocking and rolling before you know it. All right. Stands a little wobbly. I don't know where the discs are that we normally have under it. I think they're back behind the scorekeeper. But nonetheless, we are going to get rocking and rolling. Eliana, they're able to send that one up and over. Elizabeth Heitzner getting that one back to McKenna Lott, able to send that one up and over the net. Going past, I believe that was Jacobs, and down to the ground. Panthers up to a 1-0 lead here early on, claiming the first point of the night. Taylor Hendricks, you're going to serve this one up. Number 7 in the royal blue, going to send that one up and over underhanded. Lexi able to get that one forward. Secondary by Jasmine, and then finished off from the right side was Allison. Bailey getting that one forward. Elizabeth there to finish it off. Returned back over by... I'm already stumbling over who's who. Let me see if I can piece together what this lineup is and who I'm missing. I'm missing one person. Panthers with a nice return. catches them off guard. So I have 45, 14's Alexis. Allison Moore getting there first. Hits that one over the back line and will be out of play without a return. I have a number 11. I have number 23. Number 45. I have 3. I think I have everybody. Underhanded service by Hendricks, able to get that one up and over. Lexi able to get that one over to Jasmine. Sent to the left side with the overhanded attack. Number 23, Kylie Jacobs, not quite able to get that one over. And so the Panthers will go up and tally another one onto the board. 4-0 is the current score. Underhanded service by Hendricks, able to get that one up and over. Looks like Kelly Kirchner not quite able to get underneath it enough to be a pass. And so the Panthers will tally another one, being a total of 5. Taylor Hendricks there with the underhand service, able to get that one up and over. Lexi able to find Jasmine in the middle, back to Alexis, and that one will be sent up and over. Morgan getting a hand on that one, throwing that one left rather than right will be unreturned. And so the Cougars claim their first point of the night, breaking the goose egg. And we'll party on, Wayne. Allison Moore able to get that one up and over. Diving play by Bailey, gets that one to Gracie, then to Heitzner, not quite able to get enough mustard behind that one. Elizabeth gave it her all, but not quite able to get that top spin that she was looking for. Allison Moore here with the service, number 3 on the Cougar side. Hits that one up, not quite able to make that one over, and so the Panthers will receive a point by default. 6-2 the current score, 4 points is the difference, and Elizabeth Heitzenreiter to serve this one up. The underhand service able to make this one up and over. Allison able to find its way forward. Jasmine with that secondary touch finding Alexis on the back line, comes out with the attack. Just out of bounds by merely an inch. Cami Coleman not quite sure which way to go. And remembers that $5 we slipped her earlier. Elizabeth Heitzner sending this one up and over. Alexis finding its way forward. Kirchner over to Jasmine, and that'll finish off the play. Morgan sending that one back over to the green corner, and Jasmine not quite able to contain that one to a teammate. So the Panthers pick up point number 8 here in game number 1 in this best-of-3 series. And Elizabeth Heitzner with the service, sending this one up and over into the back line. Alexis finding its way forward. Jasmine looking for that dump off a little too close to the net for comfort, and will come down Panther points. So the Panthers with a 7-point differential in their favor will have the service here. Elizabeth Heitzner, the one to do so, able to send this one up and over, goes off of Eliana and out of bounds. So the Panthers will extend their tally to 10. So Simeon, how do you feel like the game's going so far?
Pretty good.
You liking what you're seeing?
Yeah.
Already jumping back into the action. Elizabeth Heitzner with the underhanded service, able to send this one up and over from the back line. Alexis finding its way to Jasmine, sending that one up into the air. Kirchner able to finish that one up to the Panther side. Diving play by Lott keeps that one into the net. Gracie up into the air. Lott not quite able to get that finger on it strong enough to get that one over the net, and it will fall short. So the Cougars now at 3. Panthers remain at 10, and we have a game on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Jasmine Peril here with the service, the underhanded service, able to get this one up and over. Bailey able to find his way forward. Gracie there with that dump off. Will find a gap in the defense and score. Gracie Heisenreiter here going to serve this one up. 11-3 the score. The overhanded service able to get this one up and over. Jasmine returning this to the Panthers side. Lott able to get this one into the middle. Bailey getting that one back to the right side. Morgan with a beautiful attack gets this one over and down. Morgan with a very nice attack, able to finish that one off. Panthers in the lead, 12-3. Gracie Heisenreiter with the service, sending this one up and over. Kirchner getting this one into the back line, swung at, but not quite able to get a good solid contact on that was Jasmine. And so we have a 13-3 game in our hands. 10 points is the difference. Panthers the lead horse in the race. And Gracie Heisenreiter with another service.
I like what I'm seeing.
Jasmine on her knee getting that one forward. Alexis there to bump that one over the shoulder. Elizabeth on her knee getting that one up to Bailey. Finding Lott. Cuts this one across the crease. Slaps that one down, and inbounds is the call. Timeout by the Mount Carmel Cougars. We have a 14-3 game. Panthers in the lead by 11. And so, Simeon, do you have any words of wisdom for the people on the court? What kind of...
Mount Carmel, work harder.
Well said. Yeah, I don't know. Both teams out there trying their hardest. at this point in your career, you're just looking to develop the best kind of player you can be. And, yeah, that's what these university games are all about.
Hey, what am I saying? Work harder. Wait, no, okay. Work smarter, not harder.
There you go. That's a good saying. Alrighty, I think both teams are ready to rock and roll once again.
Yeah, they do need teamwork.
Gracie Heisenreiter here going to serve this one up. The overhanded service, able to make this one up and over. Jasmine sending this back over top of the net, landing inbounds just by a hair. I'm right? Yeah, I'm right. I knew I was right. It took a while. Here's Callie Jacobs, number 23, in the green with the underhanded service. Able to get this one up and over. A left-handed approach. Don't see too many of those in this league. Bailey able to find his way over to Morgan. Slaps this one into next week. Kept alive from the back line. Jacobs, Alexis, then to Jasmine. Slaps this one up and over with a stick of butter. Morgan getting a hand, but not quite able to get that to a teammate. And the Cougars will go up to 5. The Jacobs service able to send this up and over the net. It goes off Morgan and down without a contest. And so the Cougars will throw another tally up on the board, being a total of 6. Service making this one up and over. Morgan with a receiving touch. Bailey there to dump that one off with the left hand. Goes off of Eliana and down, unfortunately. Panthers still have a 9-point lead to their name here in Game 1. And we'll see what they can do with that. Service by Morgan, a line drive, a beautiful service if I've ever seen one from a varsity game, let alone a junior varsity game. Wow, that was...
I got a 60% that they might win varsity.
Ooh.
JV, I meant.
Line violation by Morgan. Beautiful services by number 18 in blue. There's a lot of heat on that. I can smell the burnt steak from here. Kelly Kirchner. I'm assuming I'm saying that right. Gracie getting a hand on that one. Morgan then Lott there to finish that one off. Alexis getting that one forward to the left. Allison back into the middle. Alexis there to finish that one off. Gracie finding Bailey, dumps that one off. Goes off of Eliana, and after that one, Alexis not quite able to get underneath it in time. And the Panthers are now up 17-7. Madison Lott here with the service. Line drive up and over and scores. Beautiful service. I don't know what's happened, but they're really showing a lot of improvement from the last time I've seen this junior varsity team. The last time we saw this junior varsity team, the stream was a little iffy, so there's not a lot that I can put behind that. But yeah. Madison Lott will get another chance to serve this one up. Panthers are 6 points away from closing out Game 1 of the series. Madison Lott with the service up. Oh, not quite able to make that one over as it hits the top portion of the net. I need to work on getting one sentence out at a time, not, one word as a sentence. I'm working on it. Alexis with a nice service up and over. Diving play by Heisenreiter, first name of Gracie. Not quite able to get underneath it in time. As it ricochets off of her and out of bounds. Alexis Morgan able to send this one up and over. Hits the ground, and then preceding the ground is Gracie. 2 straight points for the Cougars, just on their services. Alexis with a nice service into the back line. Returned by Lott. Finding this one is Allison into the middle. Jasmine back sending this one over to Allison with the over the shoulder. We'll complete that to the Panthers side. Elizabeth finding Bailey. Back to Elizabeth. We'll slap this one up and over. Jasmine to the back line. Alexis with a nice slapper. Gets that one up and across. Lott into the netting. Bailey keeps it alive. Taylor there to finish that one off. And it lands inbounds, and that'll be a point for the Panthers. Way to recover from that. Well, any recovery from the ball being in the net is a good one. Panthers extend their differential to 10 once again.
That was good.
Bailey there with the service up over, just out of bounds by merely inches. I think if we had the fans running, that might have been in bounds. That's how close it was. That's an exaggeration. It was like 2 inches out of bounds. But Eliana here going to serve this one up for the Cougars.
Wow.
Not quite able to get enough mustard on that one, and the Panthers will be up 10 once again. 21-11 the current score. Panthers with the service. Taylor able to send this one up and over. Jasmine getting that one over to, I believe that was Jacobs, but not quite able to get that one over top the netting. Point differential is now at 11. Panthers 3 points away from closing out this first game. Henricks up and over, goes off of Allison into the back line. And there to finish that one off was Alexis. Diving play by, I believe that was Lott to get that back to the green side. Alexis there over to the Panthers. Bailey with the first touch, Gracie with the secondary. Finalization by Morgan. Not quite able to get enough of a boom on that one, and that one falls short of the netting. Panthers remain at 22, and the Cougars now at 12. Allison there with that service, able to send this one up and over. Diving play by Bailey. Not quite able to get that one into a playable position. They play off the post to see what happens, but nonetheless will be a Cougar point. 9 points is the difference. Cougars closing the gap. Allison's line and drive, not quite able to make that one over the netting, and the Panthers looking at match point, maybe. No, I miscounted. My dad's on the ball over there. I'm used to the scoreboard keeper being a little slow. Elizabeth sending this one up and over, getting a hand on that one. Allison into the netting. Jasmine a little too close to the netting to play that one effectively, and the Panthers looking at match point currently with an 11-point difference to their back. Elizabeth with the underhander, gets that one a little shallow. Kept alive by Alyssa. Jasmine with that final touch.
I knew it. We were going to win.
And the Panthers take home game number 1, 25-13, and we'll move into game number 2 here shortly.
Let's go.
We got our hype man up here. We'll take a 3-minute intermission. Go grab your Mountain Dew or chocolate milk or whatever you'd like to drink, and we'll be here waiting for you when you come back.
Yeah, I'm going to probably grab something.
Alrighty, both teams looking like they're getting ready to rock and roll once again. Why do I hear myself right. We should be good to go. The Panthers taking the first game of the series and pocketing that one. Cougars looking to come back out here and equalize the series 1-1. And if they do that, we will have a game 3. The Panthers going with almost completely different lineup. They're making sure the books are ready to rock and roll over there, as well as the rotations are set. Cougars going with the exact same lineup that we saw before. Hopefully, they'll fare a little bit better against this secondary Panther team. Doesn't mean they're the worst team. That just means they're team 2. Between the university teams, between the Panthers, I really don't think there's one that's more superior than the other. It's just a different group of people. Same skill sets for the most part. Of course, everybody specializes in something different. But as far as I've seen so far this season, both university teams seem to be about even. Yeah. So maybe here soon we'll get rocking. I don't have Simeon up here, so I'm gonna see if I can go back to my roots and be a one-man show for a little bit until he returns, whenever that might be. But yeah, I believe the Panthers are gonna be starting this service off. It looks like they're talking the goods into line judging. Kimmy passes the baton to Luke Good. Luke Good hasn't line judged here in a hot second, if I do say so myself. But we're going to jump right into this second game here in this best-of-3 series. Right now, the Panthers leading the series 1-0 if you're just tuning in. And so Emma Dunlap here going to serve this one up. The underhander makes this one up, but just short of the net. Not quite able to get that one up and over and the first point of Game 2 going to the Cougars. I think there's only a 2-person difference, or a 3-person difference on the second university team in comparison to an entire line change. I don't see Vicky out there on the bench. So both teams trading blow for blow on the service count so far. Panthers with 1 error, Cougars with 1 error. I mean, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, as they say. But my dad taught me to go big or go home, so I go for the legs. That ball going off, I believe that was Kirchner and out of bounds. Panthers are up 2-1. Izzy Fillmore here with service. Number 19 on the Panthers side. A little shallow on that one. She went 1 for 2 on her services. Not a bad. 50% of passing grade in my book, if you ask me. But Jasmine Peril. I made that mistake once already. I told myself I wouldn't do it. Jasmine there with that service. Morgan getting that one into the middle. Gracie getting that one back over to Morgan. Slaps this one. Not quite able to get a hold of that one. And so the Cougars go up 3-2. Sorry if my camera is a little bit more shaky. I only have one hand on it in comparison to 2 last game. Morgan getting a hand on that one, going up against the netting, not quite able to complete that pass. And so the Panthers will go up 4-2. Or the Cougars will go up 4-2, my bad. Force of habit. Jasmine with that service. Morgan getting a hand on that one. Gracie able to send that one up into the air. Morgan there with that left-hand slapper, able to get that one past the net. Alexis getting that one to the forward line. Allison there to dump that one off. Goes off of Bailey, and I believe they're going to say Gracie Heitzernander was caught in the net. So the Panthers remain at 2, and the Cougars advance to their 5th tally of the second game. Jasmine there with that service. Morgan getting a hand on that one to the back line. Gracie able to find that one, and Morgan there to finish that one off. Slapped right back over by, I believe that was Callie. Allison getting a hand on that one. Jasmine up into the air. Called for the carry was, I believe that was Allison. All right, we got Simeon back in the booth. He's got a smoothie. I'm a little envious. Gracie Heitzenreiter there with that service.
Sorry
Alexis getting
about
a hand on that one. Alyssa back over to Alexis. We'll slap this one up and across. Morgan with the return goes off of Callie Jacobs and out of bounds. So the Panthers are now at a 4-5 deficit. Gracie with that service, up and over. Jasmine there to return that one back to the Panthers side. Brooke Bailey there to finish that one back over to the green side. Izzy finding Madison, then getting that one over to Brooke will clear that netting. Allison finding its way. Kirchner over to Alexis, cuts out attack. Morgan getting her fingertip on that one. Emma Dunlap throwing that one into the crowd, making sure they're alive. And indeed they are. Cougars extend their lead to 2. Current score 6-4. And we'll play on. Allison Moore here with the service. Sending this one up and over. Izzy getting a hand on that one, finding its way over to Brooke. Sends that one into the middle, and there is where Madison will make the very sharp bump over the net and will reap the benefits as Jasmine's not quite able to get that one upward. Panthers at 5, and the Cougars at 6. I almost called them the Carmel. I don't know how I got that mixed up. Jasmine's first bump, not quite where she wanted that one to be, and so we have a tie ball game, 6 apiece. Brooke Bailey here with the underhanded service, able to send this one up and over, goes off Jasmine into the front line, not able to find a teammate as it hits the net and then promptly the floor. Panthers grab their, I think this is their second lead of game 2, making it a 6-7 game. Brooke Bailey with that service, sending this one up and over. Kirchner able to get that one over to Alexis, sends over. Gracie finding his way over to Bailey, the back bump over to Morgan, able to finish that one off. Alexis not quite able to get that secondary in time, and that one will fall down incomplete. So the Panthers now at an 8-6 lead, and they're looking at it like I look at a jelly donut on Thursday evening. Bailey's service, able to send this one up and over. Jasmine able to find Alexis, throwing that deep into the Panthers zone, kept alive by Brooke. Morgan then into the middle, no one there for that third touch, and the third touch will be made by the floor. So Panthers 8, Cougars at 7. Callie Jacobs, number 23, here with the service. The underhanded left-handed service, able to send this one up and over. Gracie with a diving play. Alexis throwing this one back to the blue zone. Ready for that one was Izzy. Morgan calling it, so I believe Bailey backed off of it. But she feels shame, in layman's terms. The underhanded service, not quite the approach she wanted on that one. I think she threw it out a little too far. And so that one will not get that one across the netting, unfortunately. Morgan with a powerhouse, able to send that one to the back line of the Cougars side. Alexis there with that secondary will clear the netting. Morgan able to find Bailey off to the left side. Brooke Bailey not quite able to send that one over top the netting. And we have a tie ball game once again, 9 apiece. Callie Kirchner there with that service, able to send this one up and over. Izzy finding Bailey, then to the other Bailey. Kirchner able to find that one over to Jacobs. Tipped over by Alexis. And there's Gracie Heisenmeyer with the third touch. Alexis able to send this one back over, but Morgan not quite able to get down in time. And so the Cougars will grab their lead right back from the Panthers, saying, not in my house. Service up and over by Callie Kirchner. Caught out of bounds, and it will be so. Tied up like a hog in a rodeo once again is the score. We have 10 apiece up on the tally boards. Madison Bailey there sending this one up and over, getting a hand on that one. Jacobs finding Jasmine, and then the sidearm from Allison finding the Panthers side. Morgan getting that one left side. Izzy off balance finding Gracie. That will finish that one off. Alexis, Jasmine then to the Panthers side. Izzy ready for that one, finding Gracie. Back over to Izzy with the right-handed approach. Able to send that one up and over, and will score. Panthers now at 11. Cougars at 10. We're here in game number 2 where the Panthers lead the series 1-0. Madison Bailey there with that service to the back line. Kept alive by Jacobs. Grace is sending that one back over. Alexis there to return the favor. Brooke throwing that one forward. And Gracie with a beautiful tip past the netting. This one being kept alive by Bailey. Gracie over towards that left side. Izzy there with that slap up and across goes off Jasmine. Kept alive by Allison. Not able to get a third touch for the Cougars. And so the Panthers will go up 12-10. Madison Bailey here, number 14 on the Panthers side, going to serve this one up.
This smoothie is so good.
That one's going to go off the sidearm of Kirchner. You might have thought it was the cheek, but it was more the shoulder. It was a goalie save attempt, if I've ever seen one. What kind of smoothie you got there?
Oreo.
What a return. I believe that was by Eliana on the Cougar side. You'll see they're sending that one over a little underneath the net, and the Cougars will pick up their 11th tally from that. Alexis Morgan here going to send this one up and over from the back line. Madison able to find Gracie over towards Izzy and bump that one over. Better safe than sorry. Allison with that first touch. Eliana with that secondary, keeping that one into a playable position. And I believe that was Alexis there to finish that one off. Gracie into the back line. Diving play by Brooke, able to clear the netting. Jacobs able to find Allison to the Panthers zone. It comes. Gracie able to find Izzy. Alexis keeping it alive. Allison to the back line. Alexis there to finish that one off to the Panthers side. Morgan able to find that one to Gracie over towards that right side. Dunlap not quite able to get there in time. And we have a 1 point differential. Panthers at 13, Cougars at 12. Service up and over from the back line. Bailey able to find its way to Dunlap. And that one will clear into the benches. And we have a tie ball game, 13 apiece. I believe Alexis Morgan will be serving this one up. Yes. Number 14 in green. Line drive, able to get that one up and over. Kept alive by Brooke, able to find the floor after that one. Almost Gracie, but not quite. So the Cougars have their lead once again here in game number 2, 14-13. And the lead horse is green. Service up over, leaning a little to our near side. Is able to find its way to Gracie. Jasmine getting a touch on that one, but not able to one-handed that one back to the blue zone. And will fall incompleted.
Why do they keep doing that?
Well, maybe they enjoy it. I don't know.
Like one person hits it, and like the other person behind them doesn't.
Dunlap there sending that one up and over. Alexis able to find Allison. And then Alexis there to finish that one off. Bailey able to find its way over to Izzy on the far side. Near side, Brooke with the bump. Not quite able to get the right angle on that one. And that one won't pass go. Cougars up 15-14. I thought I heard my name. I got very confused. Eliana's underhanded. Not quite able to get that one over the netting. So we have a tie ball game once again at 15 apiece.
What kind of stance was that?
You're mean.
What?
Allison there to clear that one over the net. Dunlap able to find its way back to the green side with the help of Gracie. Allison not quite ready for that one, and that one will claim a point. Emma Dunlap doing her part to support the Panthers.
I'm just saying the truth.
That's fair. You call it like it is. There's no shame in that. Izzy to the back line. Alexis able to find its way forward. Allison getting that one to Jasmine. Tips this one up past the netting. Diving play by Brooke. Not quite able to clear the netting on that one, and that will be a Cougar point, tying it back up 16-16. Jasmine service up and over, goes off Dunlap and down without a second touch. Jasmine service up and over, goes off of Morgan to the back line. Madison able to find its way back to Morgan. Will tip this one past the netting. Kept alive by Alexis. Allison back line. Alexis there with the attack. Cuts that one down a little too harshly. And the Panthers will tie this one up 17-17 here in game number 2. Very much of a nail biter. Everyone here paying for their full seat, but only using the edge right now. Gracie with that service. Jasmine with the return. Dunlap to the front line. Over the head of Morgan and will not be returned. Here's number 3, Allison on the Cougar side here with the service. Overhanded, able to make that one up and over. Goes off of Izzy back to the Cougar side. Will be returned, but will land out of bounds by Jacobs. And the Panthers tie it up 18-18. Brooke Bailey, number 5 on the Panthers side, will serve this one up. The underhander making this one up and over. Allison able to cross the crease. Alexis there to finish that one off. Dunlap with the right positioning, just not quite there in height. Cougars in the lead, 19-18. And we'll see if they can grow this one. Beautiful service by Jacobs, getting that one up and over. Dunlap with that secondary. And the finalization by Bailey will over the shoulder that one to the Cougars side. Kept alive by Kirchner. And Alexis dumping that one off. Out of bounds is the call from Luke Good, and it will be so. I guess Jason Coleman also gave Luke a 5 before the game. Morgan with that line drive, able to send that one up and over. Goes off of Jacobs, out of bounds, and the Panthers gain the 20-19 lead in their favor. Here's Morgan with the service, able to line drive that one up and over, kept alive by Jasmine. In return, Bailey sending that one back to the green side. Kirchner able to get that one up into the air. Alexis losing the tipping battle to Madison Bailey, of all people.
Let's go!
And the crowd is impressed. 2 points now the difference. Panthers in the lead. Here looking to close out the series if they win this game. Morgan's service a little off kilter. And that'll give the Cougars a little bit of an opportunity to come back into this game as the differential is down to 1. Here's Callie with the service, sending this one up and over. Izzy getting that one straight up into the air. Bailey able to get that one back into the fray. Morgan from the back line getting a hand on that one, but not quite able to send that one past the netting. And we have a tie ball game once again. Here's Callie with the underhander, able to send this one up and over. And it looks like that one will hit Morgan in the knees. Panthers down by 1 here late in game 2. We have a 21-22 score on our hands. Kirchner here with that service, able to send this one up and over. Dunlop getting that one into the Bailey, sending this one up and over, goes off Jasmine. Kept alive by Alexis, and a carry is called on Jasmine. I did not see this one coming. It's like, this is top 10 greatest twists in anime plot I've ever seen. Service by Madison. Bailey sending this one up and over. Alexis getting a hand on that one. Eliana not quite able to get underneath that one in time. And the Panthers have a lead here in the end game of game 2, 23-22. Is that good? Alexis with return scores!
I had to drink every last bit of it.
Alexis Morgan looking to clean behind the ears on that play. And gets a point when they need it most. 23-0 is the current score. Alexis there sending that one over with a little hot sauce on that one. And the only person to touch that one apart from the flooring was Madison Bailey. Match point right now for the Cougars. If they win this, we'll go to a game 3. Service by Morgan, able to send this one up and over. Brooke able to find Gracie off to the left, off to the near side. Izzy there to finish that one off. Allison getting that one over to Alexis. Getting that one far near side. Kept alive by Brooke.
Don't make them get this.
Alexis into the middle. Allison to the back line. Alexis throwing this one up. Not able to make that one over. And we're in for extra innings. 24
now I'm
all.
sad. I finished my smoothie. I'm really sad.
Emma Dunlap there to send this one up and over. Jasmine getting a hand on that one. Far side Allison able to bump that one over the shoulder. Kept alive by Madison. Dumped off by Gracie. Goes off Jasmine. Kept alive by Alexis just in time. Is he able to find his way forward? Gracie there with that dump off. Jasmine getting a hand on that one into the netting. Allison able to keep that one alive, but no third touch to be made. And the Panthers are now up 25-24. Match point, and we got a timeout by the Mount Carmel Cougars. Simeon, what do you think the Panthers need to do to win this game?
Keep their eyes on the ball and teamwork.
Teamwork, yeah. I would have also accepted score more points than the other two, but that's a good answer too. So overall, at 1 to 10, how would you rate that smoothie?
1,000.
1,000? Do you know who made it?
Miss Rebecca.
I assume there's more in the kitchen right now. If you're here at the game and you want one, go get one.
They want to hear, the people watching, Miss Bailey. They probably don't know who I was talking about, so I just said that.
Well, if they're from the home crowd, they know who Miss Bailey is.
What are we going to?
First team to get a 2-point lead will take home this secondary game. Dunlap with the service. Alexis returning this one far side, kept alive by Izzy, throwing back to the green side. Allison there, returning that to the Panther side. Izzy gonna play a little bit of ping pong. Gracie there with a nice dump off. Allison keeping this one alive. Bailey into the front line. Gracie with a nice dump off, but kept alive by Allison. Touching the net was Gracie. Heights runner. We have a tie game once again, 25-25.
What?
Mount Carmel Cougars here to serve this one up. Eliana here when the heat is on. We'll see how this one goes. Service up. It makes it over, and she scores! Eliana, when her team needs it most, the ball's over here. When her team needs it most, comes out in the clutchness, the most clutchness I've ever seen on a play. And I am slack-jawed.
Brooke, you could have had that!
Eliana keeping her team alive with her first service, and now we have a tie ball game again.
Is there a replay for that? I'm looking.
Not that I have set up right now. I can teach you how to do that next game. Izzy with that service, able to send this one up and over. Sent back by Alexis, but not over the netting. We have a 27-26 game. And the Panthers in the lead. Izzy Fillmore with that service. The underhander makes that one deep into the Cougars' zone. Kept alive by Alexis. Allison back to the line. Alexis there to finish that off. Goes off Bailey into the face. Kept alive by Morgan. Izzy not quite able to get enough mustard on that one to cross that netting. And we're at 27s now. Crowd starting to get fired up here. Jasmine Peril with the service. Able to send this one up and over. Kept alive by Brooke.
Does this do a replay?
What's that?
Does that do a replay?
That's how I'll set up the replay. I don't have it set up right now for the people at home. Service by Peril, able to get this one up and over. Goes off Dunlap to the right, far side, kept alive by Brooke. Staying clear of the net. Gracie there to finish that one off. Alexis able to get this one forward. Allison there to finish that one off. Bailey able to find its way forward. Gracie over to Morgan. That'll tip that one past the net. Returned by Callie. Kept alive by Brooke. Gracie there with a nice dump off. Alexis forward. Allison to the back line. Alexis there with the final bump. Able to get this one up and over. Dunlap able to find his way over to Gracie off to the left side. Morgan there with that finisher. Callie able to get a hand on that one. And no second touches made. The Panthers tie it up once again, 28-28.
I feel like now I'm being mean.
Serve up the tie game is Gracie Heisenreger. Able to line drive this one up and over. Returned over by Callie Kirchner and will claim a point at the end of the sequence.
Number 19, I don't know her name, but why did you do that?
Right now the Cougars looking at match point. If they score here, they'll put this into a game number 3. But the Panthers could still come back. What will happen next? Allison service able to get this one up and over. Kept alive by Izzy. Out of bounds! And we're going into a game 3. Final score of game number 2 is 28-30 in favor of the Cougars. And we'll be right back after this 3-minute intermission. Go somewhere if you want to, but we'll start without you if you're not here. All right, I just wanted to cut back so I could show Simeon how to do the replay system. Yeah, it's not too hard. Just push this button, cuts to the replay. Push this button again, it cuts back to live feed. So normally after a point's made, that's whenever I cut to a replay. And then before the service, I push this button again. Like normally when the whistle is blown, I'll push this button. Like if I push this button now, it'll cut to a replay. That just happened. And if I push it again, it cuts back to live. So that's going to be, if you want to do the replay system, that's what you do. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. It's up to you. All right, so I think we have 2 new line judges for Game 3. We have Laura Hone on the Cougar side, the alumni to the Panthers, and on the near side, we have Jacob Good in the red. Yeah. It looks like both teams are ready to rock and roll. Eliana is going to be the first one to serve this one up. The Cougars winning the coin toss of sorts. I'm not sure how this is decided. I should have looked more into this. As many years as I've been doing this. Eliana there with that service, ending this one up and over. Taylor able to get a hand on that one. Over to Heights and Ryder. Back over to Taylor. Clear the netting. Alexis able to find Allison back line. Alexis there with the bump. Getting that one up and over. Going off of McKenna lot, or Madison lot, and out of bounds. I get my M names mixed up. I'm sorry. But Cougars go up to a 1-0 lead. Eliana's secondary service not quite there, and so we have a tie ball game at 1. Taylor Henricks here with the number 7 on the royal blue jersey, going to serve this one up. And we get this one up and over, going off of Callie into the netting, kept alive. Alexis there to finish that one off. Elizabeth able to find that one back to Bailey, and then to Gracie that'll over the shoulder that one. What's up?
It's on replay.
Because that's the screen that's being shown on that side. So I just have the stream up here.
That there.
What?
That there.
No, this screen's being recorded for the replay. So yeah, cut back. Cut back to live. Get back to the live feed. Push the button. There we go. Morgan getting a hand on that one. Gracie back to Morgan, able to finish that one to the Cougars side. Kept alive by Alexis. Secondary by Allison. Then Jasmine there to finish that one off. Gracie there with a nice dump off. Kept alive by Kirchner. Diving play by Alexis, getting that one, but not able to get that one back into the play. 2-2 is the current score. Panthers tied up with the Cougars. So you don't have to use it if you don't want to. Jasmine getting a hand on that one, finding Allison there to send that one over top the netting. Kept alive by Elizabeth. Gracie there, getting on back into the fray. Morgan there with a nice slapper, but a little too far gone, and that one will be out of bounds. Cougars currently in the lead by 1. 2-3 is the score. Sent up and over. Kent is not quite able to return that one. And so the Cougars will go up 4-2. Allison there with that slapper, able to get this one up and over. Diving play by Morgan, kept alive by Gracie. Will clear the netting. Alexis there to the back line of the Panthers side. Ready for that one was Elizabeth, finding Madison. Then to Morgan over the shoulder to clear that one to the Cougar side. Kept alive by Alexis. And then finally by Kirchner, able to find that one to the Panthers side. Morgan with the first, Gracie with the secondary. Far side attack comes from Morgan. Diving play by Jasmine, not quite able to get underneath it in time. And the Panthers bring this differential back to 1. We're playing to 15 here in game number 3 as we're looking at the tiebreaker. Panthers with a 1-point deficit. Not going down without a fight. Gracie Heights and Ryder able to get this one up over. Out of bounds by just a hair. And the Cougars extend their lead back to 2. 5-3 is the current score. The underhanded service able to make this one up and over by Jacobs. Morgan there to return that to the Cougar side. Eliana not quite ready for that one, and the Panthers will cut the lead in half. So Morgan here going to serve this one up for the Panthers. Line drive, nice power behind that one. Allison there to return that one. Bailey there to dump that one off. Goes off Alexis. Kirsten not quite able to get underneath it in time. And the Panthers have a tie ball game at 5s. Here's number 18 on the Panther side. Morgan going to serve this one up. It's a nice slap. Beautiful service. I've never seen anything like that. Nothing but heat coming off that one. Panthers with that place gain the lead. Another service up over, but just out of bounds. And so we got a tie ball game once again. Callie Kirshner here with the service. Sent up and over, kept alive by Gracie Heizenreiter, finding its way to Madison Bailey off to the left side. Taylor there to finish that one off. Alexis able to find Jasmine, sends this one up and over. Diving play by 2 out of the 3 players, and they all kind of look at each other, hoping that the other one was going to get it, as they wanted to avoid collision. 6-7 the current score. Cougars in the lead. Callie service able to get this one up and over. Gracie able to find Bailey, then to Taylor to finish that one off. Allison over to the Panthers side, comes down. Bailey with the first touch. Taylor with that secondary will clear the netting. Diving play by Allison, not able to get that one upward as it meets the floor. We got a 7-all game. Panthers tying it back up previously. So we'll keep on going. Lot there with that service from the back line. Returned by Jacobs. Taylor there to back to the green side. Eliana getting a hit on that one. Alexis after that one. Not quite able to get that one in time. We have an 8-7 game. Madison Lott with the underhander, able to send this one up and over, getting a hand on this one. Alexis finding Jasmine back over to Alexis. The over the shoulder comes out, up and over. Gracie finding Elizabeth. Then the finalization by Elizabeth, finding a gap in the defense. The secondary touch was by Madison Bailey, my bad. What's up? Hang on, we'll figure this out in the intermission. I don't know what you're asking. A nice attack by Alexis, getting that one in bounds. Catches the Panthers sleeping on defense. So we got a 9-8 game. Service getting this one up and over. Alexis getting a little bit of a spiral on that one. Panthers not quite able to defend that one efficiently. We got a tie ball game at 9s. Both teams 6 points away from closing out the series. There is no cap on this. We could play all night. Alexis with that service getting this one up and over. Not able to get that one in time was Madison Lott. And so the Cougars take the lead 10-9. Alexis there getting that one up and over, going off of Gracie Heizenreiter and out of bounds. We got a 9-11 game and a timeout by the Slippery Rock Panthers and a bit of a time to relax. The heat is on here late in the game. And all right, so what are you asking?
Can you move that to that?
So the way I have this set up is it captures.
I don't like that replay.
Why not?
Because then I don't know how to keep track.
But it's all over there.
Yeah, I don't like to look over the.
I think your microphone unplugged.
I can hear myself completely fine.
Oh, there it goes. So you want this over here,
Yep.
and then this over here?
Yep.
That might work. If I could, I might be able to do that. I'll test stuff out in the intermission. See if I can get that to work. Because I might be able to, but I'm not sure yet. We had a 9-11 game. Cougars in the lead. Alexis with a nice service. Hits the foot. Called for the double touches. Gracie Heizenreiter. And we got a 12-9 game in favor of the Cougars. Alexis Morgan here with the service, sending this one up and over. Hit the live from the midfield, able to find Bailey. Far side, Taylor able to send this one up and over, going off of Callie and out of bounds. We have a Panthers final redemption here on defense. Not quite a final redemption. They're at 10, Cougars at 12. Yeah.
It's like they're feigning.
Alexis able to get this one up into the air. Allison able to find Jasmine. Out of bounds is the call. And so the Panthers will pick up point number 11. 1 point is the gap between these two teams currently. Madison Bailey here going to serve this one up. And is able to make this one over. Alexis able to get this one into the middle and sidearmed over by Allison. A little bit of miscommunication between Morgan and Lott will cause the ball to fall uncontested. And so the Cougars 2 points away from closing out the series. And the Panthers 4 points away from closing out the series. Eliana here with the service. The underhander making this one up and over. Heitzler goes off, Heitzler and out of bounds. We have a match point Cougars on our hands. And Eliana, the one to serve this one up, perhaps the final nail in the coffin with the service. Eliana up, not quite able to make that one over. And this is the Panthers' final stand here in game number 3, the third and final game of the series. Taylor Henricks there with the underhander, able to make this one up and over, going off of Alexis into the mid zone, able to find Allison. That gets that one across the netting. Taylor getting that one forward. Gracie not able to clear it, and the Mount Carmel Cougars take the victory away from the Slippery Rock Panthers here on home turf. And that'll be a defeat for the junior varsity team, but we will take about, I don't know, 20-minute intermission. Valiant fought effort between the Cougars and the Panthers here in the Battle of the Cats, as I like to call it whenever they come. But that's gonna do it for game number 3, as well as the junior varsity series. Thank you for tuning in. We'll move on to the varsity here shortly after an intermission. Once we have a timer up on the scoreboard, I'll throw a timer on the stream. But until then, we'll be here.
What, is the game over?
Junior varsity game's over, but varsity plays after this. Whenever that might be. I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Why is he wearing that?
Leprechaun!
That is so funny. Picture time. 45 and 23. Just walking like leper man. He's trying to run with like Superman or something. Batman is better. That's all I'm saying. I'm just sitting here looking at these starbursts. So good. 4 different kinds. Red, pink, dark pink, really, really dark pink. This leprechaun dude is... Why is he wearing it? You can see it, yeah. It's so weird. I don't know why he's wearing it. Why? Woo, now we're gonna show you the Panthers. Let's go, it's our team. So, that's us right there, yeah. We're so good. I don't know. I think the team, there's like a 50% chance we might win, 50% chance we might not. Let's go back to that leprechaun dude. Like, seriously. Look at him. Look at the man. It's Leper Man. Leper Man. Bye. literally, why is that leprechaun wearing this stuff? Why? Go back to the leprechaun. Let's come on. Shut the leprechaun. There he is. I like his hat. Gabe, can you hear me? So I'm gonna try to whisper. I'm gonna go show you the Panthers. She trying to hide or protect herself? Why does he have that old suit? Why? Why?
Good. All right, we're about a minute away from the opening ceremonies. I think we're going to play the anthem. I think Jacob Good is the one doing the starting lineups. If not, I mean, I'll do it. I don't have a microphone though. I'll just kind of shout a little bit and hope people can hear me. But we're about 30 seconds away. Yeah.
Oh, like these starbursts.
So if this goes anywhere near as competitive as the University game was, we're all in for a treat tonight. Cougars only having a two-person difference between their varsity and junior varsity matchup, or their lineups. And yeah, we're gonna see how well Scott Toth can announce these names. So I have a difficult time myself. At some point. I think we're working on the anthem right now. Yeah, we're gonna do the anthem first. And then we'll do lineups as, you know, the usual format, but I think they're having a little bit of difficulty getting that CD to work. I could be wrong, and they just don't have a hammer over there to hit the CD player with. So Scott Toth will sing for us.
was the sound of the unwrapping paper.
Starting for the home team Panthers tonight, number 0, Ellie Henry. Number 1, Juliana Paul. Number 11, Monica Debutte. Number 30, Tammy Coleman. Number 3, Elisa Armour. Also starting for the Panthers tonight, captain number 10, Martha Debutte.
I must say, it does feel a little weird seeing Cami Coleman without her white jersey on. I think the reasoning behind this is Cassandra and Katrina Eisler are not starting in game number 1, as we were on vacation and we literally got back probably 2-3 hours ago prior to coming to this game. So if I don't seem as enthusiastic as I normally am, not that I'm normally enthusiastic, but if I feel a little unenergetic, that is the reason. A lot of driving. But I'm sure we're in for a treat, a high-impact game as we're used to here in the Panther Den. A little bit of an unusual lineup, but one that isn't ineffective by any means. We saw this a little bit in the bonus game against First Baptist back, I think it was about a week ago.
These starbursts
Yeah.
are good.
So we're going to see what happens. We'll try our best. That's about it. So, without further ado, let's get rocking and rolling. Lou is directly in the exhaust, so we're gonna send Titus Bailey out there to turn off the fan, and hopefully it shuts. Maybe. Does she want my sunglasses? Alright, I think we're ready to rock and roll now. The light's kind of dimming from the exhaust fan. If it gets hot, well, we know why. Martha there receiving that one, finding Elisa off to the far side. Juliana there tipping that one past the netting. Jasmine back to the Panthers side, returns that one. Cami finding Elisa, dumped off, kept alive by Jasmine into the netting. Called for the carry, I believe, was number 17, Jasmine Perrell. So the Panthers take the first point, making it a 1-0 game. And Juliana Toth here with the service, sporting the number 1 in the royal blue. Service able to make this one up and over. Alexis able to get this one to the front line. Morgan able to get that one over to the far side and slapped over by Ashley. Tipped off by Elisa. Caught in the netting was Aaliyah Morgan. I forgot I can't use her last name as she has a sister, and typically, as sisters do, they have the same last name. Full send up and over. Alexa able to find Aaliyah. Tipped over. Elisa returning the favor, but Aaliyah ready for that one. Elisa off to the left side. Elisa off to the left side, and Monica. Jeez, so many M names. I can't keep up. Monica tips that one past, but caught in the net. So the Cougars are up 2-1, I think. 1-2. Cami with the first touch, second area by Elisa to the kind of mid-zone, finding Monica to finish that one off. Aaliyah able to get this one to the back line. Alexis coming out with a boomer off to the left hand. Martha from the back line finding Elisa, throwing this one far side. Cami Coleman there throwing it over towards the green side. Returned by Perrell and caught out of bounds by Jacob Good, the linesman to our right, and the linesman to our left being Luke Good. 2 alumni Panthers never played volleyball, as it's, well, kind of our girls' sport, but they did play basketball and football for us in the sports program, and they're still lending the service to the team as of now. Martha with a nice attack, able to find an open spot in the defense, and will pick that one right off the tree and pocket that one for herself. Panthers up 4-1. We'll see what happens next. Cami Coleman with the service. Sending this one up and over. Down underneath, Jasmine traps that one like a soccer player, but ultimately not able to get underneath that one, so the Panthers tally this one up to 5. Cami Coleman service, able to send this one up and over. Alexis getting a hit on that one, finding Aaliyah. That'll bump that one over the shoulder. Henrik's able to find this one for Elisa. Able to find it over to Martha. Skips that one across the lake. Completed Aaliyah there to receive that one and return it. Elisa near side throws that one into the post. Monica quite adept trying to get underneath it, but runs into the referee stand in the process. And so the Cougars looking at that one unreturned, able to gain their second tally of the match. Nice service up and over by Hoffer. Dumped off by Elisa. Alyssa. Allison able to find that one to Aaliyah. Allison there with the receive, but Aaliyah caught in the net. And so the Panthers will go up 6-2. There's so many A names, a lot of M names. This is going to be such a pain for me to do, but we're going to suffer through this together as you hear me stutter and stammer. Elisa Arm able to send this one up and over. Jasmine getting a hand on that one, finding Aaliyah. That'll bump that one over the shoulder. Monica keeping this one alive. Henriks with that set straight up into the air. Monica able to send that one. Pass goes off Aaliyah and down without a second touch. Panthers are now up 7-2. Service by Elisa up and over. Alexis able to get this one forward. Aaliyah able to send that one into the back barrel there to send this one up into the air, but not enough forward, and will fall short of the netting. Panthers now up 8-2. Underhand service by Elisa, able to send that one flying. Kept alive by Ashley. Aaliyah getting after that one, not able to get there in time, and that will be a Panther point. Panthers now at 9, Cougars at 2. It's the best of 5 series as it's a varsity matchup, so the first team to claim 3 victories will take home the night. Alexis from the back line able to get this one forward. Aaliyah trying to get around Kirchner, but not quite able to do so. So the Panthers now up 10-2. Lisa Armour with that service. Low flying, able to get this one up over and down for a service ace. Panthers extending their lead 11-2. Timeout by the Mount Carmel Cougars. And they're going to try to recalibrate in the huddle. They're down by quite a bit, a handsome amount of 9. But all they got to get done is that defense against the service. That's half the game, whenever you ask me. And yeah. So if they can get down their service defense, I think they'll be able to come back in this game pretty easily. They just got to pick that pocket, able to throw that one over and score more than the Panthers. That's all it comes down to. The team with the most at the end of the day, they end up winning more times than not. So that's Gabe's keys to the game. Yeah. I'm assuming it's been close to a minute.
Did you hear that burp?
We got to be close to a minute. I'm very tired. I think all my energy was used up in the university game. I just opened a Mountain Dew. All right, well, that's the end of that. It's going to be a long game.
I'm just munching on these.
All right, both teams ready to rock and roll. Elisa Armour here going to serve this one up and over. Getting a hand on that one. Alexis able to get that one into the hands of Allison. That'll one-arm that one to the Panther side. Coleman able to find that one forward. Henrik's able to find Monica. Like a slapped over. Goes off of Ashley into the hands of Allison, but not able to be completed to the Panther side. And so now the Panthers will be up 11-2. Service by Elisa Armour, able to send this one up and over, getting a hand on that one. Jasmine then finished off by Aaliyah from the back line. Elisa Henriks getting that one back to Cami Coleman, not able to complete that back line attack. And so the Cougars will pick up point number 3.
You see that guy that was wearing that suit.
Jasmine getting that one back to Cami, able to find his way forward. Martha able to stop that one up in the cross, but out of bounds. And so the Cougars will pick up point number 4. Aaliyah's service, able to send this one up and over. Cami Coleman able to get this one forward. Hendricks able to find his way over to Monica, sending this one into the back line, but kept alive by Ashley, getting this one forward. Aaliyah sending that one far side. And Alexis there with a fake attack. Beautiful execution there by number 14 in green. Slap comes over by Monica, kept alive by Ashley, throwing this back to the Panthers side. Monica there sending it back to the green side, but Alexis there to play some defense. Hendricks there with the backside, able to get this one over to Monica. Sets that one straight into the netting and down without the second contestant. And so we'll move it on down the line to the Cougar side as it's their service. Aaliyah Morgan there with that service deep into the Panthers end, controlled by Toth, secondary by Coleman, able to find Martha. That slaps that one up and across, goes off Jasmine, kept alive by Aaliyah, and then the finalization by Alexis. Coleman finding Hendricks off the far side. Shot comes down, but not over from Martha Depew. So the Cougars cutting down the lead bit by bit, service by service. Speaking of service, the serve comes up and over by Aaliyah, controlled by Toth. Coleman over towards Martha, slaps that one up and across, kept alive by Aaliyah to the Panthers side. It comes down. Monica Hendricks far side, able to find Martha, slaps this one up and across, goes off the block of Allison. Aaliyah with the secondary. The finalization by Alexis keeps the Cougars rolling. Hendricks able to find this one forward to Martha, kept alive by Alexis. Allison there to finish that one off. Martha able to get this one into the middle, sets this one near side. Monica coming down with some dynamite, but sticks that one in the wrong place and not able to get that one past the netting.
Would you stop and take a breath?
Me? Or them?
Yeah.
No.
You.
Breathing's for the weak. Hendricks able to find Elisa, gets that one up and over. Ashley finding its way into the middle. And Aaliyah going to finish that one off there. Diving play by Martha, finding Hendricks, getting that one straight up into the air. No team really wanting to step on her teammate. Will not be able to get that third touch in there. And so the Cougars are now only down by 3. Service by Aaliyah, getting this one up and over. Coleman able to find his way over to Monica, getting that one into the middle. Hendricks with that final touch will dump that one off. Going off of Kirchner into the netting and down without a second touch. Panthers getting a little bit of a spark under them here in the middle of game number 1. Current score, 12 for the Panthers, 8 for the Cougars. Service by Monica Depew, sending this one up and over, deep, able to find this one into the hands of Alexis. Throws this one forward for Aaliyah, but not quite in position for that pass. And so the Panthers will pick up their 13th tally, extending their lead to 5. Monica Depew sending this one up and over, kept alive by Alexis Ford. Aaliyah there to dump that one off, kept alive by, I believe that was Armour, and then Hendricks to dump it off. Coleman with an over-the-shoulder bump, one-handed scores! Cami Coleman, against the odds, finds a way to make a point happen. (14-8) Panthers in the lead now, thanks to Cami Coleman. Monica there with a nice service, able to get this one up and over. Alexis getting a hand on that one, not able to get that one up into the air in time for her teammates to react to it. And the Panthers are slowly bringing this one down. Try pushing the cord in the back in, or unplugging and plugging it back in into the microphone. Service by Monica, getting this one up and over. Alexis getting this one forward. Aaliyah getting this one back line. Alexis there to send that one up and over. Cami Coleman finding its way to Hendricks, getting that one near side for the attack for Toth. Diving play by Jasmine, not quite able to get down there in time.
Hello.
This isn't soccer. We can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can't hear you.
No?
Yeah.
I think the headphones might have died.
Adios.
Monica sending this one up and over with that service. Alexis on
gonna
that far
be
side, going to slap this one up and over. Out of bounds by Jacob is the call. We're going to call the 4th hit, so it doesn't matter.
Wait,
Jacob, good, very animated in that. I love it.
behind.
I mean, you can still hear me without the headset on. Panthers up 17-8. And Monica
Yeah,
Depew
no, I can.
will serve this one up. Nice firm on the far side. Kept alive by Jasmine. Aaliyah able to find Alexis. Going to slap this one up and over. Diving play by Monica. Keeps it alive. Secondary by Elisa. Throwing this one back into the fray. And then the finalization by Hendricks. Aaliyah getting this one forward. Alexis back over to Aaliyah. Will send this one up and over. Monica getting this one over to Hendricks. Far side by Martha. Slap this one up and across. And will score. Panthers now up 10 to the
Bring it
Cougars.
home.
We have an 18-8 game on our hands. The Panthers just slowly growing it. Monica Depew will send this one up and over. Getting a hand on this one was Alexis, able to find its way into Aaliyah. Back over to Alexis, slaps this one deep into the Panther zone, out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Called by Jacob Good. Look, it's not getting too, it's not getting too much action. Jacob Good, call after call. Just
No.
it's getting worn out there. Someone needs. Do we have a water boy for the line judge? Service out of, or the service return
She
is
almost
out of
hit that
bounds.
person.
So the Panthers now up by 12. Monica serves, hitting the net and not passing go. Gives the Cougars a little bit of a spark underneath them. Let's see how much they can ride this one out. Callie Kirchner. Callie here with the service, sending this one up and over. Martha getting a hand on that one. Hendricks able to find his way far side. Slot comes over by Martha, kept alive by Callie. Finalization by Alexis to the back line. Coleman able to find his way forward. Hendricks into the back line. Slot comes over by Armour, able to keep this one inbounds. She does. Alexis there returning that one over to the Panther side. Coleman keeping this one going, finding its way to Toth. Then finalized by Martha. Throws this one up over, but is indeed out of bounds by about 4 feet. So we got a 10-point differential, and Callie here, number 11 in the green, to serve this one up. The underhander gets this one firm. Toth throws this one over the netting. Alexis returns the favor. Toth able to find his way to Hendricks, able to get this one back over to Toth, slaps this one up and across, and will score.
Let's go. Now we're up by 11.
Martha Depew.
Did that wrong.
Let's see if her services are as strong as ever. Jasmine getting a hand on that one. Aaliyah there to return that one. Monica, that wasn't the best Kim Hork, I'm sorry. Toth there to finish that one off. Jasmine diving play, or Ashley a diving play, finding Aaliyah. Diving play by Coleman, keeps it alive. The carry is called by Juliana Toth.
Oh, I thought that had that.
And so it will be a Cougar point by default.
I just watched that instant replay.
Allison Moore serves, not quite up to snuff. And so we have an 11-point differential.
Let's go.
Hendricks there with that service, sending this one up and over. Aaliyah finding its way over to Ashley, not quite able to send that one across the netting, and the Panthers 2 points away from closing out game number 1 here in this best-of-5 series. Hendricks with that service, sending this one up and over. Alexis finding Aaliyah, dumped off. Hendricks there finding this one to Armour, back line. Martha with a beautiful attack and finds nothing but the floor from that attack. Ellie Hendricks here, match point Panthers, 24-11 the current score. Ellie service making this one up and over. Alexis finding this one forward. Aaliyah there to dump that one off. Monica ready for that one. Dumped off by Elisa Armour, and that will be the end of game number 1. Slippery Rock Panthers taking home game number 1 and pocketing that one 25-11.
Let's go. Let's go.
So we'll take a 3-minute intermission, and we'll be back.
Adios.
Yeah.
The joke time. Why did Superman cross the road?
Why did Superman cross the road?
The chicken had his cape.
Oh, I get it. I like that one.
As if you ask Alexa, like, she'll like just say, "What's the joke of the day?" And then she'll tell you one joke. Yeah, that was funny. There's these other ones that I can't remember.
We'll have to write them down for next home game.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That was joke time.
Alrighty, both teams getting ready to go in game number 2. The two coaches still giving their pep talks, trying to get their girls fired up and ready for the upcoming match. Right now, the Panthers lead the series if you're just tuning in 2-1. Yeah, Panthers having a very dominant service game off the bat. I think that led to their first victory. And so maybe game number 2, nullifying those services. I think Elisa Armour, or maybe, I can't remember who the main supplier of those service points were, but all I know is there was a lot of them. So if they nullify those points, I think the Cougars have a very prominent chance of, I don't know, the Panthers have a little bit of a substitution. Cassandra and Katrina Eisler coming on in place of Ellie Henricks, and Cami Coleman's the libero now. So Cami Coleman will not be playing the front line, as she will be substituting on and off with Martha DePew. And so, getting ready to rock and roll here in game number 2, Juliana Toth will be serving this one up. Zoom out a little bit. Allison Moore is on the bench, looking at her right ankle right now. And in her spot, number 23 will be coming onto the court, Callie Jacobs. But I don't have much information on what might have happened or what play might have put her out to injury. But we hope for the best. Maybe she'll be back for game 3. I would not advise that. But nonetheless, that is, up to the player and the coaching staff, not me. So let's get rocking and rolling here in game number 2. Juliana Toth here to serve this one up, able to get this one up and over, getting a hand on that one. Alexis returns to the Panthers side, goes off of Elisa Cassandra. Juliana there to send that back to the Cougars side. Swing, but Jacobs not able to make contact with that one, and that will be a Panther point to start us off here in game number 2 and set the pace. What a recovery between Cassandra, Elisa, and Juliana. Speaking of Juliana, she's the one that served that one up, goes off Jacobs and out of bounds. Panthers now have a 2-0 lead and a lot of momentum to carry some wind into their sails. Juliana Toth here with another service, sending this one up and over, getting a hand on that one. Jacobs throwing that back to the Panthers side. Armour back to the Cougars. Kirshner up into the air, slapped across by Elisa Armour called for the double touch, and that will be the first point for the Cougars. We got a 2-1 game in our hands. I'm wondering when Simeon's coming back. Service by Jasmine, able to get this one up and over. Monica finding its way forward to Elisa, dumping that one off, and caught in the net is number 4, Aaliyah Morgan. So the Panthers will pick up point number 3 from the fault, and we'll rock and roll. Martha coming on, Cassandra going off, such as the rotation of the libero. And so Cami Coleman here to serve this one up on the back line. Slaps this one up and over with a stick of butter. Jasmine there's eating that one up and throwing it back. Coleman forward. Elisa there to dump that one off. Finds a gap in the defense and will score. Panthers up 4-1. Cami Coleman with yet again another service. Coleman serving this one up and over, getting a hand on that one. Ashley throwing that one back into the midst of things, but not able to find a teammate to pass to. Just a little over the setter's head. Cami Coleman there to send this one up and over. Alexis able to find his way forward to the back line. Alexis there to pop that one over with her left hand. Toth able to find Armour off to the left side. Slap comes over by Monica, kept alive by Ashley. Callie Jacobs not quite able to get underneath it in time, and the Panthers are now up 6-1. Cami Coleman here with the service. Gonna snap this one up and over like a glow stick. Returned by Kirshner, able to find its way into the hands of Martha, far side. Martha with the attack. Diving play by Alexis keeps this one alive. Aaliyah back to Alexis, throws this one up and over, goes off of Monica. Secondary by Katrina, and then the third not quite able to get that one up and over as the speed was just too much to handle. Panthers up, but the Cougars coming back. Callie there with that service. Martha able to send this one into the middle. Trying to dump that one off, but not quite able to get enough muster on that one was Elisa Armour. And so now, Panthers remain at 6. Cougars starting to get a little steam into their engine. And they're at 3. Underhanded service by Callie, able to send this one up and over. Martha throws this one into the middle. Set comes near side. Spike comes down by Martha. Diving play by Jasmine, not quite able to get underneath it in time. And Martha reaps the benefits. All right, if I'm the only one up here, I'm going to try out my replay system and see if I can do it one man or not, because I'm going to have to do that in the tournament if I play the odds. Elisa Armour sending this one up and over. Jacob's not quite able to get that one into the palms of the setter, and so the Panthers are now up 8-3. Elisa Armour able to send this one up and over. Finds nothing but ground on that service, and so that will be a service ace. For some reason, none of my hotkeys are working. Service by Elisa Armour gets that one up and over, and another service ace but for Elisa Armour. The Panthers are now at 10. Wow, am I shaky. Let's pretend that never happened. Well, the Mount Carmel Cougars calling a timeout. We got a 10-3 game on our hands. Panthers in the lead by 7. And, yeah, like I said, it all comes down to service defense. If they nullify all of that previously happened, I think they have a pretty solid chance of taking a few W's here in the series. Because outside of the service errors... What? You want me... What am I looking at? Oh my gosh. Witchcraft. Witchcraft. I've been bammed. I've been also boozled. I don't know what to think of this. All right, well, looks like both teams ready to pop back into action, pop it and lock it, perhaps even polka dot it as the song goes. Oh, we got a 7-point differential. Elisa Armour there with the service, able to send that one short side, and will score off the bat, coming right out of the timeout, picking up where we left off. Panthers now up 11-3. And it's nice and cool in here. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a nice breeze. Well, I mean, you guys aren't really with me, so I don't know how. Ashley with a nice return, finding Monica dumped off by Katrina, but not quite. Ashley cut in the net is the call. And so, Elisa Armour will serve up the 12-3 game. Lets that one go. Does not make the touch, and so she will get a reserve. Close, but not quite. Service up and over. Getting a hand on that one. I believe that was Jasmine returning it to the Panther side. Monica finding Katrina, back setting this one far side. Martha there with the attack, able to get this one over and down. So the Panthers now up 13-3. Monica Depew with the service, able to send this one up and over. Katrina there tipping that one past, but is you're not allowed to assist the server. Aaliyah there with that service into the back line. Juliana finding this one forward. Katrina able to get a hand on this one. Sends this one across the netting. Caught in the net is Monica Depew, and that will be forfeited the point. So we got a 5-13 game. My voice box, like, it moved in a very odd way. We got a 5-13 game. Put aside what happened in the past, and we'll move on. Aaliyah there with that service. Sends this one up and over. Ducked out of the way is Cami Coleman. Not sure what the intentions were there. Maybe she wanted to feel a little bit like Neo from the Matrix, but not exactly the most efficient strategy I've seen in my years of commentary, but she might know something we don't. Service by Aaliyah, getting this one to the back line. Tate able to control that one. Monica able to get that one to Eisler, and she will send the one across the crease. And Ashley there with that spike comes down with that one. Martha able to find Monica, back over to Martha. Slapped up and across, out of bounds. I think the defense, as soon as that ball left the hand of the spiker, they called that one out of bounds. My replay's a little too long. That one's going to hit the net and not be completed. And so the Panthers now at a 14-7 game on their hands. Monica Depew going to serve this one up, sporting the number 11 in the blue. A nice line drive, able to get this one up and over. Alexis able to find Aaliyah, able to get this one forward. The over-the-shoulder bump by Alexis, able to find the Panthers side. Armor Katrina able to find this one near side. Shot comes up and over. And Neo, I mean, that's the second time we've seen it, but this time it was the Cougars side. But I think Simeon's back, so I'm going to give the replays a little bit of a rest and let him take back over. Monica Depew sending this one up and over. Alexis able to get this one far side. Aaliyah able to find this way over to Ashley, and that'll be finished off. Toth able to find Katrina. Sending this one far side. Slap comes down by Martha. Goes off Aaliyah and down. Panthers now up 16-7.
And I came back with fries. So
Monica Depew service up over. Inbounds. Beautiful spot on that service. Monica Depew there sending this one up and over, getting a hand on that one. I believe it was Alexis. Then the finalization by Callie. Slapped over by Martha, kept alive by Jasmine, throwing this one to the front line. Alexis with the over the head set, dumps that one off. Toth with a nice spike, comes across into the back line and will score. Panthers now up 18-7.
Out of bounds?
And we'll play on. Monica Depew able to send this one up over. Kept alive by Aaliyah. Gets this one down into the arms of Alexis. Throws this one across the crease, goes off Callie Jacobs and down as the third touch is made. Monica Depew walking away with this one with the service game. Here in game 2, Panthers lead the series 1-0. Service by Monica Depew throws this one a little far and is out of bounds, giving Luke something to do, as he hasn't had to make too many close calls so far. It's all been on the shoulders of Jacob. Ashley Hoffer here with the service. The underhander able to send this one up and over. Kept alive by Monica. Throws this one across the crease. Juliana throws this one far side. Slap comes over by Martha and will find nothing but free real estate across the netting.
Let's go.
Panthers have quite a handsome lead on their hands as it's a 20-8 game. And Martha Depew, of all people, to serve this one up. Sends this one over with honey and mustard on that one. Aaliyah getting the first. Ashley there with that third, not able to get that one over top the netting with that attack from the back line, and the Panthers will hit their 21st tally of game 2. Service up and over, kept alive by Jasmine. Secondary by Alexis to finish off the play. Katrina backsides that one far side. Cassandra there to send that one up and over. It stays on the sides. Callie able to find Alexis and then to Aaliyah. Slaps that one far and is indeed out of bounds. Jacob good, really in character. I really like this side of Jacob. He's really getting into it. Martha Depew able to send this one up and over. Gets a hand on Ashley, finding Aaliyah. Throws this one back, and Alexis not quite able to acrobat herself around and make a hard hit on that one. So the Panthers will pick up tally number 23. Service by Martha Depew, sending this one up and over. Ashley able to send this one up across the netting. Katrina there to dump that one off. Jasmine ready for that one.
These fries are so
Jasmine
good.
there sending this one up and over. Diving play by Monica, able to get this one to Katrina. Dumped off and she'll score. Panthers now at match point thanks to Katrina's spot on that one.
Wait, no, they have cheese on it. But I wish they put bacon.
Service up over. I think Luke called that one inbound, so Martha's service will be the end of game 2. We have a end score being 25 Panthers, 8 for the Cougars. We'll take a 3-minute intermission and we'll be right back. Alrighty, I think my timer's finally fixed. It used to be a little bit faster than, or it used to be a little bit slower than the timer we have up on the scoreboard. But I think I just set it what it is now. Because normally I'll give it like a minute buffer to be a little early. But, yeah.
Still enjoying these fries.
We should give Luke and Jake a couple lightsabers to entertain us during halftime. So here in game number 3, it'll be the Mount Carmel Cougars here serving this one up. And yeah. I see Cami Coleman on the bench without her libero jersey. So we might have a little bit of a lineup change. I'm not sure what that's all about. Referee just making sure everyone's in their rotation positions before we begin, so everyone's, you know, on the same page.
Did not look.
And yeah, Alexis Morgan will be the one serving us off to start off game 3 here. Series right now is 2-0 in favor of the Panthers. Cougars looking to bring this one back. Let's rock and roll. Alexis Morgan able to send this one up and over. Martha able to get this one forward, but is a little out of bounds. And so the first point will go to the Cougars. A beautiful service by number 14 in green.
I will be back. Oh, and Gabe, you might have to do the scoreboard thing.
Right. Service up and over goes off. Elisa out of bounds. And it's a 2-0 game for the Cougars.
Gabe.
Alexis Morgan able to send this one up and over. Martha getting a hand on that one. Henricks into the middle. Monica able to send this one up and over. Alexis able to find his way. Aaliyah back over to Alexis. Going to send this one to the Panthers side. Elisa able to find his way to Monica. Able to send this one near side. Sent over by Armour. Goes off of Callie and out of bounds. And the Panthers will get their first tally. Elisa Armour here going to serve this one up for the Slippery Rock Panthers. A little bit of a deficit, not quite able to get that one across the lane, and we have a 3-1 game. Cougars leading. Eliana here with the service. Number 45 in green, going to send this one up, not quite able to get that one across the lane, and the Panthers will get their second point. I'm not sure where Simeon went. So Martha's going onto the bench, and Cami Coleman will come onto the court to play that front line in the hitting position, I believe. I think Monica DePue is going to be the setter. Katrina being the outside, near side hitter. I think they're setting from the middle, oddly enough. Henrik's able to send this one up and over. Aaliyah over to Alexis, going to set this one into the backfield. Cassandra keeping this one alive, throwing this one up into the air. Monica near side, Katrina able to find this one into a gap and will score. Panthers now tying this one up 3-3. Ellie Henricks here with the service, sending this one up and over, goes off of Ashley and not returned. Called for the carry, and the Panthers will pick up the point by default. Panthers now at 4, Cougars at 3. Ellie Henricks here with the service. Shoots this one up and over. Alexis getting a hand on that one. Ashley looking at that one, but Aaliyah's going to be the one to get that one. And oh my goodness, Alexis just returns that one back over for the Cougars. Coleman comes down with a banger, but Alexis there to receive that one. Aaliyah getting that one far side. Ashley there sending that one up and over the netting, and will score. Beautiful, just valiant effort after valiant effort from the Mount Carmel Cougars. And they tie it up at 4s. Kelly with a nice service, able to get this one up and over. Monica there to dump that one off. Ashley returns that back to the Panthers side. Elisa finding his way to Monica back, sets this one near side. Katrina gets that one on the head, gets caught in the net, and will not pass go at the end of that sequence. Kelly service underhanded, up and over. Coleman able to throw this one into the middle. Monica setting this one near side, and will slap this one into the netting. 6-4 now the score. Cougars in the lead. Kelly here with the service underhanding this one up and over. Katrina finding its way forward. Monica able to send this one near side. Cameron Coleman gets a reach, right, throws this one up over and lands on the Cougars side. Substitution for the Slippery Rock Panthers. Juliana Toth comes on in Cassandra's spot in the front row. Panthers now at 5, Cougars at 6. Monica DePue with that service, sending this one up and over to the back line. Alexis getting a hand on that one. Secondary by Aaliyah, but not quite able to get underneath it in an effective manner. Score is now 6-all. Service by Monica DePue, able to send this one up over. Inbounds is the call. Nice service by Monica DePue. Monica service. Panthers in the lead, 7-6. Service up and over deep. Alexis with that first touch. Secondary by Aaliyah. Diving play. Alexis there to finish that one up. Gets that one over to the Panther side. Is out of bounds, but just barely. Service up and over by Monica DePue. Alexis from the back line finding its way over to Aaliyah. Will send this one up and over. Monica able to find its way. Toth able to find its way to Coleman for that attack. Diving play by Katrina. Not able to pancake that one hard enough, and will result in a Cougar point. Service able to make this one up and over by Aaliyah. Elise able to find its way over to Hendricks, and then Katrina there to finish that one off. Lands this one in balance and will be a Panther point ultimately. 9-7 current score. Panthers in the lead by 2, and Katrina to serve this one up. Line drive service goes off of Callie Kirshner and out of bounds. And Katrina picks up the ace. Katrina Eisler on that service. Sends that one a little far and is out of bounds. Score now, 8-10. Ashley here to serve this one up for the girls in green. Ellie able to find this one forward. Juliana able to find this one over to Elisa. Diving play by Ashley keeps this one alive. Looks like Alexis able to get that one into the middle, but no other teammate there to grab a hold of it. Substitution will be called. Martha coming in to play the back line in place of Cammie Coleman. We have an 11-8 game. Panthers leading. Martha DePue with a nice service, able to get this one up and over. Aaliyah getting a hand on that one. Alexis able to get this one back over to Aaliyah. Slaps this one across into the deep field. Kept alive by Martha. Set far side. Ellie stumbles a little bit on that one. Hope she didn't twist an ankle on that. But the ball's not past the netting, and so therefore it is a Cougar point, 11-9. I think I could handle this for the tournament. It's not that hard. One thing I'm worried about is the camera's overheating. Service by Jacobs, able to get this one up and over. Goes off of Katrina. Diving play by Hendricks will get that one over the netting. And I haven't seen anything like that in all my years of commentary. Juliana Toth here with the service. Going to send this one up and over. It goes diving for that one. Ashley, but not quite able to get there in time. And that's a service ace. Juliana Toth here with the service. 13-9 is the score. Service getting this one up and over. Ashley getting a hand on that one. Diving for that one. Alexis not quite able to get there in time. And we have a 14-9 game. Let me mute the extra microphone because I can hear the echo myself. 14-9 Panthers in the lead. Juliana there with that service. Aaliyah getting a hand on that one, finding Alexis. That over the shoulder, that one. And it's out of bounds called by Jacob Good. So the Panthers in the lead now by... I talked myself into a corner. My bad. Juliana, they're sending this one up and over. Aaliyah, they're diving for that one. Gets that one up and over. Caught out of bounds. And it looks like it will be so. I'm not going to have time for a replay on that one. Get this one back to live. Come on. Diving play by Ashley. Keeps this one alive. Throws this one back over to the Panthers side, but is indeed out of bounds. 17 Panthers, 9 Cougars. I'm worried too much about the special effects. Juliana Toth here with the service. Timeout by the Mount Carmel Cougars. We have a minute to burn, so I'm the lone man up here in the booth. Panthers up 17-9. Cougars in a little bit of a sticky situation as they're facing elimination after the end of perhaps these next, 8 services. That'll make it to 25. Panthers right now at a 2-0 series lead. So if they take another game home, that will be the end of the night here tonight. But if the Cougars can pull out the most impressive comeback I've ever seen, which could possibly happen. It's not impossible. Nothing's ever impossible. If they do that, we'll go into an extra game. And we'll further our excitement tonight. I know my voice doesn't sound like it, but on the inside, I'm a little excited. That doesn't happen often. I guess I could try... Nah, we're just going to jump right back into the action. Panthers up 17-9. Juliana Toth will be the one to serve this one up. Sporting number 1 in the royal blue. Gets this one up and over. Ashley getting a hand on that one. Secondary by Alexis will be the finalizer. Juliana finding Monica on the front line, and Armour will bump that one over the shoulder. Ashley throwing that one forward. Elena not quite ready for that one, but shouldn't be expected to as she's only in 6th grade playing a varsity match. Service by Juliana gets this one up and over. Diving play by Ashley. Throws this one in top of the netting. They're going to call Alexis underneath the net, and the Panthers will pick up point number 19. Juliana Toth with that service, getting this one up and over. Ashley throwing this one over to Aaliyah. Diving, getting this one back into the play. Alexis there to finish that one off in between the candy canes was determined. Dumped off by Alexis. Will score. Beautiful play, getting the Cougars back into the saddle here. Cougars now at 10, Panthers at 19. Alexis Morgan will be the one serving this one up with a 9-point deficit. Service very crisp, able to get this one up and over. Martha able to find Monica, able to get this one open over was Elisa. Elisa with that receiving touch, able to find this one over to Monica. Gets this one to Hendricks, that'll throw this one up and over. Returned by Callie. Inside the candy canes is what the call is. And a little bit discombobulated. The Panthers not quite able to return that one up and over. A little bit of miscommunication. There's song lyrics in here from the Chicken Little movie. I can't remember what they are, though, to make the reference. But the Panthers make a substitution. Cassandra comes on to play the back line, and going off is Juliana Toth. Alexis Morgan here with the service, able to send this one up and over to the back line. Katrina with the receiving touch. Throws that one near side is Hendricks with the final touch. Alexis finding Aaliyah. Tips this one past the netting. Martha forward. Able to find Monica. Near side. Slapped over by Armour. Will dive for that one. Alexis not able to come up with that one. And Elisa with a very beautiful attack at the end of the play. Panthers now up 20-11 with that beautiful attack. And she'll be the one to serve this one up. Elisa service up over. Callie not quite ready for that one. And unreturned. Panthers now up 21-11. Elisa Armour here, the one to serve this one up. Armour service deep into the green zone goes off. Ashley kept alive by Alexis and finished off by Aaliyah. What a defensive play. Monica gets that one near side. Katrina comes out with a slapper and will score. In the words of Curly from the Three Stooges, if at first you don't succeed, keep sucking until you do succeed. Service by Armour up and over. Ashley there to return that one. Monica throwing this one near side. Katrina there to send this one up and over. Ashley with the receiving touch finds Aaliyah to the back line. Alexis there with a nice slapper. Gets this one up over. Out of bounds by Jacob is the call. Panthers now at 23. Cougars at 11. We're not going to get to see the end of that play. I'm sorry. Service up and over. Callie not ready for that one. Neither is Ashley able to get there in time. We have a match point on our hands, 24-11. Elisa Armour here to send this one up and over. Getting a hand on this one is Ashley, throwing this one into the middle. Alexis there with that secondary, and Aaliyah there to bump that one over the shoulder. From the back line, Martha able to get a hand on that one. Monica getting that one far side to Henriks, but not able to get that one up and over. Steps on the line and is considered the 4th hit as well. So the double negative creates a positive, so Panthers point. Nah, I'm just kidding. Eliana here with the service. Service up and over it goes. Katrina with the receiving touch. Monica able to get this one to Katrina, slapped across. It's out of bounds. Oh my goodness, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I've never seen a closer cut. Oh my gosh. Ellie with another one. Can she do it again? It goes up. Oh, not quite able to make it over, but oh my goodness, that first service was better than anything I've ever done in my life when it comes to volleyball. But that's going to be the end of the series. Panthers taking the 3-0 sweep over the Cougars. Final score of Game 3 being 25-13. And well fought battle. It was very entertaining for me up here in the booth. Simeon not quite here to see the end of this story, but you guys at home were. So thank you for tuning along with me. And on behalf of Simeon Toth and me, Gabriel Eisler, thank you for tuning in. Yeah, both teams just kind of, showing their appreciation for each other. And they're kind of just wave from a distance and say, good game, I don't want the virus. But nonetheless, that's going to be it for the evening here tonight. I got to test out my replay system as a lone man crew. And it wasn't horrible, but I feel like it could be a little bit easier with an extra hand. But I don't know if I'm going to get that. So, that concludes all of my thoughts about the game. And, yeah. So, our next game is against Bethel on Monday. I will be going to that game. I don't know what's going to happen, if it's going to be live streamed from their department or not. But they are permitting fans as of now. That's what the last game said. And then at the last, I think it was 3 hours before that game happened, I was told, no, I'm not going. So, stay posted. There's a Facebook group you can probably join. I don't know if that's public or not, but if it is, that's where you'll get all the updates on the upcoming games. And if it's not public, then that kind of sucks. I don't have any jurisdiction over that. But nonetheless, next battle will be I think we're only playing varsity at Bethel. But it's going to be a good game. It's always good rivalry against the Warriors whenever they come to town or we go to town. Yeah. So, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully, I will see you next time.